It is early here on Riverbend. I'm out early. Actually just enjoying the morning a little bit before I get started. A little bit earlier. Sun hasn't risen yet. The birds are out. We get a lot of questions about how we do it all. I'm going to attempt to answer that in a different way today. Well, first, it all starts with a good cup of coffee. That's the beginning for sure. And some quiet reflection time. Time to think about the little things, the big things. Time to take some moments to be grateful, to listen, to see, and to just take it all in for a few minutes as we gather ourselves for the day. Taking time to observe, to listen, to see, to think, really, really important in getting it all done. Really, really important for making it all doable and for enjoying this life. But then it's time to get to work. Make sure you enjoy the fruits of your labor along the way. That is satisfying. Did you want to say hi? Did you want to say hi? it's really all about systems. Everything we do is orchestrated. Everything has a step that leads to another step that leads to another step that is planned. You know, a lot of people say, well, you've got a whole lot of kids and that's how you get all of that done. That's true. We got a whole lot of kids. We also have a whole lot of mouths to feed. We regularly have, on average, 16 people at our table. While we've got a lot of kids, we've got a lot of work. If we only had 4 mouths to feed, we'd have a quarter of the work. And so there's a balancing of just how much food you're producing. And so everybody steps in. Now, it would look different if, say, there were only 4 of us, but we would still have finely orchestrated steps. That contemplative time, that thinking, that planning, that observing helps us to orchestrate all of our steps so everything has a system, from how we feed the pigs, the system of soaking the grains, feeding them, refilling the buckets. Everything is thought through. The movement of the animals out in the pasture back here, the order that we move them, that we bring the cow in, the timing of how we work around the milker, moving the other animals. Everything is ordered and thought through to be as efficient as possible. And that's different for everybody. What it looks like for me is going to look different for you. But the key is really planning out those steps and learning as you go. We tweak things as we go. Wow, we could do this better. Or wow, this is taking too long. But we're able to do it, and it doesn't have to be in a rush, as you can see out here today. It takes 2 of us with a little bit of help there at the end from my older son as he was off doing other chores with our beef cows up on the hill. But to take care of feeding all the chickens, all the pigs, the sheep, the dairy cow, getting them all fed, watered, moved, cared for, and all of the chickens, that's 45 minutes for 2 of us. That's actually a lot of work getting done in there, but it's all orchestrated. It's all built to work around the milkering. The milker comes in and gets the cow out right ahead of us, so she's milking, and by the time we're wrapping up, she's bringing the cow back, and everything is fluid and flowing. And so how do we get it all done? It comes back to that observation, planning, ordering our steps step by step, trying to take the shortest path, the least amount of steps, doing everything efficiently, and then continuing to observe and adjust our actions as we go along. And it helps us be really, really efficient, and it makes the work really, really enjoyable. That's how we get it done. This is just one area of the homestead. This is one piece of things. But this conversation represents how we think, how we go about things, how we work to try and make it all happen. And it's hard work and it's tough at times, but it's also enjoyable. It's also rewarding, planning these things and creating efficiencies. It's actually a lot of fun. Hope that helps. Interested in other videos on pasture or homestead management, you can check them out here. See you soon.